Namaste. Today I again welcome you all in class 11th, chapter number 1 of geography, that is geography as a discipline. So let's continue this chapter. We have already studied about the basic definition of geography and the difference between physical and cultural environment. So we have already covered 2 pages or the very initial part of this subject, this lesson number 1. So let's continue the chapter. Geography is concerned with the 3 sets of questions, that is what, where and why. Like identifications of the pattern of natural and cultural features are found all over the space of the earth. Ki what is volcano, what is mountain, what is mining, what is the meaning of this particular phenomena, what is metamorphic rocks, what is igneous rocks. Then so this is going to give you an answer of what. Second one is where, and where means identification of the location of the distribution of the cultural features or the natural features. What, where does metamorphic rocks are found in India or in the world or in any continent in particular. Then what, where and now, how do they influence the activities of human being. Students, these 2 questions did not make geography a scientific subject until 3rd question is added, and this is very important. What, where and now, why? Because geography gives you an answer of why this particular phenomena is present in this location. So it is going to give you the reason behind that particular natural as well as cultural phenomena. हिंदी में मैं बोलूँ तो भूगोल आपको क्या है, कहाँ है और ये यहाँ पर ही क्यों हो रहा है, इन 3 प्रश्नों का जवाब देता है. और 3rd क्वेश्चन जो होता है, जो क्यों का जवाब दे सके, दैट मीन्स द रीजन दे सके, द 3rd क्वेश्चन की वजह से इट इज एडेड एज अ scientific subject. So the 3rd question is related to explanation between features and the process of phenomena. So moving towards next, geography is related to space, pattern of distribution, location and concentration in phenomena over a space. It takes a note of the interrelationship between phenomena and the space, कि कोई भी फिनोमेना इस स्थान पर ही क्यों हो रहा है और इसका आपस में क्या संबंध है, ये हम भूगोल के अंदर पढ़ते हैं. टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड द सेकेंड टॉपिक एंड दैट इज ज्योग्राफी एज अ इंटीग्रेटेड डिसिप्लिन. भूगोल किस प्रकार से एक इंटीग्रेटेड डिसिप्लिन है, ये हम पढ़ेंगे. स्टूडेंट्स, ज्योग्राफी इज अ डिसिप्लिन ऑफ सिंथेसिस. It attempts spatial synthesis, attempts temporal synthesis as well as it is holistic in nature. तो हमको ये तीनों बातें याद रखनी है. अब हम आगे चलते हैं. इसमें टेक्नोलॉजी हैज प्रोवाइडेड बेटर चांसेस नेचुरल फिनोमेना. सो जैसे जैसे हम नेचुरल फिनोमेना को पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से हम इसको बहुत अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं. विद द एडवांसमेंट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, ऑल अदर नेचुरल एंड सोशल साइंसेस, देयर इज वन कॉमन ऑब्जेक्टिव, दैट इज टू अंडरस्टैंड द रियलिटी. सभी सब्जेक्ट हम इसीलिए पढ़ते हैं कि वास्तविकता हम जान सकें. इसी के अनुसार हम भूगोल को भी इसीलिए ही पढ़ते हैं, ताकि हमें वास्तविकता मालूम पड़े, चीजों के पीछे क्या लॉजिक है ये हमें मालूम पड़े. एवरी डिसिप्लिन कंसर्न्स विद साइंटिफिक नॉलेज इज लिंक्ड विद ज्योग्राफी. जो भी हमें साइंटिफिक नॉलेज दे वो सब्जेक्ट कहीं ना कहीं किस पे निर्भर होगा, भूगोल के ऊपर. भूगोल से उसका संबंध आपको देखने को मिलेगा. Now students, if we look at any historical event of the world, we will notice that somehow it is related to geographical phenomena. For example, Himalayas acted as a barrier in the North India. नॉर्थ इंडिया में अगर हम देखें तो आपको हिमालयाज हमेशा बैरियर के रूप में दिखते होंगे, जो हमारे देश की सीमाओं की नॉर्थ दिशा से हमारी रक्षा करते थे. दे एक्ट एज अ बैरियर फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ. बट इन्वेडर्स इन्वेडेड थ्रू द पासेस. जितने भी इन्वेडर्स आए वो इसके पासेस के बीच में से क्रॉस करके हमारे देश में एंटर हुए. तो कहीं ना कहीं जियोग्राफिकल फैक्टर है कि वो यहीं से क्यों आए, राइट. सो हिमालयाज प्रोटेक्टेड अस फ्रॉम द इन्वेडर्स, बट एट द सेम टाइम पासेस आल्सो प्रोवाइड्स रूट्स टू द इन्वेडर्स. इन्वेडर्स हमारे देश के अंदर कहाँ से आए? पासेस से, दर्राह को पार कर करके यहाँ पर आए. So we can say that the Himalayas have acted as a great barrier and provided protection, but the passes provides route. Passes ने क्या provide किया? Routes to the invaders and the migrants coming from the Central Asia. जो भी लोग सेंट्रल एशिया से आ रहे थे उनको रूट्स भी हिमालयाज ने ही हमारे देश में दिए. तो जियोग्राफिकल फैक्टर्स इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल बिहाइंड द हिस्ट्री और बिहाइंड द मूवमेंट ऑफ द पीपल कमिंग फ्रॉम सेंट्रल Asia. Then the sea coast has encouraged contact with people from East and Southeast Asia. Sea coast ने भी हमारे ईस्ट एशिया को और साथ के साथ में हमारे यूरोप के साथ में और अफ्रीका के साथ में संबंध बनाने में सहायता दी. किसने? सी कोस्ट ने. So thus we can say that behind many historical phenomena, geographical factors also plays a very important role. I have already told you that geography has two main branches, that is physical geography and human geography. In your class 11th, we will study about physical geography, and in class 12th, we will study about human geography. So let us understand the relationship between physical geography and natural sciences. In physical geography, we will understand all the components of hydrosphere, lithosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. For example, let me show you. These all are the science subjects like geology. ये science का subject है. Meteorology, it is also a science subject. Hydrology, science subject. Videology, it is also a science subject, but it is somehow related to geography. For example, if we study 11th in physical geography, what are the main topics? Let us see. We are going to study about the lithosphere of the earth. हम अर्थ के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, like origin of the earth, interior of the earth, what are the major land forms, what is the distribution of oceans and continents. So that means geography derives its data from geology. We are going to study about geomorphology. अगर हम geomorphology पढ़ेंगे तो हम इसका सारा का सारा डेटा साइंस के किस सब्जेक्ट से लेंगे? जियोलॉजी से, राइट. So we can say that geography derives its data from science, natural sciences. Then I can also give another example. We are going to study about climate, like what is solar radiation, what is heat budget, structure of atmosphere, composition of atmosphere, all the weather system. जितना भी हमारे मौसम से संबंधित जानकारी है तो वो सारा का सारा ज्योग्राफी का जो डेटा होगा. क्लाइमेटोलॉजी इज अ ज्योग्राफी ब्रांच ऑफ ज्योग्राफी. तो ये वाला सारा का सारा हम किसमें से अपना डेटा उठाए हैं? फ्रॉम द मीटियोलॉजी. मौसम विज्ञान से भी ये कहीं ना कहीं संबंधित है. उसी प्रकार से अगर हम बोले साइंस में, देयर इज अ स्ट्रीम ऑफ साइंस विच अंडरस्टैंड्स अबाउट वाटर. तो हाइड्रोलॉजी, अगर हम मान लीजिए ओशियानिक करंट्स के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं, जलधाराओं के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं, या फिर हम मूवमेंट्स ऑफ ओशियानिक वाटर समझ रहे हैं, तो समवेयर वी एज अ ज्योग्राफी स्टूडेंट वी आर गोइंग टू टेक आवर डेटा फ्रॉम हाइड्रोलॉजी. हम कहाँ से अपना डेटा उठा रहे हैं? हाइड्रोलॉजी से. देन अगर आप मृदा, मिट्टी के बारे में कुछ भी पढ़ रहे हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ एंड कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ सॉइल, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सॉइल, different types of areas, of different types of soil. So you are going to derive your data from pedology. So geography is also very much closely related to astronomical sciences. For example, when we are locating anything, we are using latitudes, longitudes, and we can say that geography is closely related to astronomical sciences. We have already studied that biogeography is concerned with botany, zoology and ecology. तो हमारे ये सभी चैप्टर्स हम इस साल पढ़ेंगे. Thus we can say that physical geography derives its data from natural sciences. Then very important general knowledge question, that the shape of the earth is two-dimensional. It is 2D. You can see here. The shape of the earth is geoid. Earth का shape कैसा है? Geoid, spheroid. That means it is not at all fully circular in shape. It is flat from the poles and bulging from the equators. The shape of the earth resembles with an orange. It is flat from the poles. The problem of converting the earth, which is 2D, two-dimensional, we also have to show the height. So for this we use different type of projections, or we use different type of quantitative and cartographic techniques to convert two-dimensional earth into three-dimensional picture. So we can say that to understand the geography, we must have proficiency in mathematics, in cartography, in statistics, in map making techniques, in acquiring quantitative data, and to convert it into qualitative maps. तो ये सब हम सीखेंगे जब हम अपने प्रैक्टिकल्स को पढ़ेंगे. Earlier we have studied about the relationship of physical geography with natural sciences. Now we are going to start relationship of geography with the social sciences. So you can see here different branches of social sciences. Social sciences की बहुत सारी सामाजिक विज्ञान की आप शाखाएं देख रहे हैं, जैसे डेमोग्राफी जिसमें हम पॉपुलेशन को पढ़ते हैं, सोशियोलॉजी सामाजिक विज्ञान, फिर पॉलिटिकल साइंस यानी राजनीतिक विज्ञान, एंड इकोनॉमिक्स यानी के अर्थशास्त्र. The core concern of political geography is territory and sovereignty of a particular place and people. While when we study the political geography, we are also interested in studying state as a spatial unit as well as people and their behavior. ये सब हम किस में पढ़ते हैं? पॉलिटिकल ज्योग्राफी में. फिर हम जैसे यहाँ पर पॉलिटिकल ज्योग्राफी में स्टूडेंट्स लाइक सेकेंड ब्रांच इज इकोनॉमिक्स विच इज अर्थशास्त्र, जिसको हम अर्थशास्त्र भी बोलते हैं, एंड इकोनॉमी. इकोनॉमिक्स डील्स विद द एट्रीब्यूट्स ऑफ इकोनॉमी लाइक कंजप्शन, प्रोडक्शन, income, distribution and exchange. And when we are studying economic geography, we also see all these features, all the basic aspects of production, consumption, exchange of money, consumption in a spatial form. तो economic geography आ गई यहाँ से, economics से. Economic geography derives its data from economics. Same when we are studying about the population, different races, their work, their distribution, sex ratio. Then when we are studying about the different components of population, we derive our data in population geography from demography. हम यहाँ से इसका डेटा उठाते हैं जब हम जनसंख्या की चीज़ों को पढ़ते हैं, जैसे लिंगानुपात पढ़ रहे हैं, शिक्षा दर पढ़ रहे हैं, हम इन्फेंट मॉर्टैलिटी रेट पढ़ रहे हैं. उस समय हम अपना डेटा कहाँ से ले रहे हैं? डेमोग्राफी से, यानी कि सोशल साइंस की एक ब्रांच से. देन आता है सोशियोलॉजी. व्हेन वी आर स्टडिंग अबाउट द रेसेस, वी आर स्टडिंग ह्यूमन different social and cultural environment, their traditions, their values, their food habits, their society and culture. Then at that time we are studying social geography and we are deriving the data from the sociology. So thus we can say that geography derives its data from natural sciences as well as from physical sciences. Now I am going to read you a very beautiful lines of NCERT written on page number 5 at the bottom. That is, it has osmotic relationship with all other sciences. Geography has osmotic relationship with all other branches of sciences. So we have different cells in our body and our cells are covered with different membranes. Even then, the flow of the blood is not at all obstructed. Same is the case with geography. These all are the different cells and the flow of geography is not at all obstructed. A geographer takes the help of the sister sciences and attempts to synthesize over the space. So we are going to study about the different fields of geography with this diagrammatic presentation. Here you can see 17 fields of geography and how these fields of geography derives their data from natural sciences and from social sciences. You can understand this. There are 17 circles and each circle is divided into two parts. On the top of the circle you can see the branch of geography, and on the bottom of the circle you can see that how this branch of geography is related with physical sciences as well as with the social sciences. Let us understand this. See the circle, see the diagram. This is given on the page number 6 of your book. First of all, I am going to start with the maths and astronomy. When we are studying mathematical and astronomical geography, it derives its data from maths and astronomy. Second, आप देखिए, when we are studying about geomorphology, we are going to take the data from the geology. Third, you can see meteorology, climatology. Fourth, that is hydrology. It is the branch of science, and when we are studying oceanography, we derive the data from hydrology. Then pedology, soil geography. Then number 7, that is botany. It is closely related to phytogeography. Then zoology. It is closely related to zoo geography, or you can say zoo geography is closely related to zoology. Human ecology is closely related to ecology. Then environment geography derives its data from environmental science. Cultural geography, when we are studying about the culture of the human races, then we derive our data from the anthropology. Next, that is geographical thought. Geographical thought derives its data from philosophy. Social geography derives its data from sociology. Historical geography इतिहास से अपना सारा का सारा डेटा लेती है. Political geography from political science. Population geography from demography. Economic oceanography. Economic geography from economics. Like this, we can say we have studied about different fields of geography.